I'm pretty sure this is the first native 10-inch switch that I found. This is completely by accident. I needed a PoE switch that did 2.5 gigabits for a project I'm working on. So I bought two of these because I always like to have one backup for long-term projects like this. And they're pretty cheap. I think it's under $100. I don't remember the exact price, but I'll link to all this stuff. I bought this from Yuan, I don't know how to say it, Yuanli or whatever. It's just one of the many manufacturers that makes these cheap 2.5 gig switches. They're all very similar, but different brands include different accessories, that kind of thing. I have a couple of theirs. I have MokerLink. I have a couple other ones around the studio. And I've actually reached out to many of these manufacturers asking, like, can you just include 10-inch rack ears in the kit, please? Because these fit. Well, this company seems to be the first one that actually did it. You can see that these are the ears that it comes with, and I'll show you that in a second, but it fits perfectly in a 10-inch rack, and it doesn't include any 19-inch rack ears, which is interesting. Most of these companies include like a small ear and then a long one for a 19-inch, and I'm just like, just include the little extra small one. So they went the opposite way and said, okay, we'll ditch the 19-inch and only go 10-inch, but I'm okay with that. It's a 4-port 2.5 gig PoE switch. It's actually PoE Plus. It doesn't say that on here. And it has 2 ports of 10 gig SFP Plus over here. So you can do fiber or you can get DACs or whatever. And I don't have it plugged in right now. I was just test fitting it in here. And you might notice too, these were sent to me by Waveshare. I told them it'd be funny because this guy looks kind of like a Mac Pro. It'd be funny if they made Mac Pro wheels for it, which I don't think they custom made these. I think they found these somewhere, but these are $17 instead of $700. And they do the same thing that the Mac Pro did. And they roll pretty nicely for $17 wheels. And these have a feature I don't know if is on the Mac Pro ones because I never bought those. You can lock the wheels. Let's see if that actually works though. Because the tracks are kind of slick, but yeah, that works. So there's locked. I don't know why I'm getting into this tangent here, but I had put these on the rack and never tested them on a surface like this, but look at that. So now you can spin your rack around and work on it more quickly, as long as you have a flat surface and you're not on like a rack shelf or something with those little wires. But I thought that was fun. This guy might have to live like under my desk or something. You'll have to secure things in a little better for that. But anyway, yeah, 10-inch. I'm going to open this box and show you what it comes with because this is cool. I hope that more companies like this will include the 10-inch ears so that we don't have to 3D print things like I do for my other 2.5 gig switches. So it's a fanless switch, and I enjoy that because I don't like having a lot of loud fans in here. And I think it does up to 72 watts or something like that total. It might say it in here. Yeah, here we go. Power. Less than or equal to 78 watts total, 30 watts per port. I don't know if you'd want to use this in like mission critical hospital applications, but it works in a pinch, and that's what I'm using it for here. So there's the switch. You got 4 ports that are PoE Plus. You got the 2 SFP Plus ports here. There's a switch for something with like a VLAN. I don't know exactly what that means. It's fanless, so there's grills on the sides that let air passively go through. There's a grounding lug, and it takes just wall power. So that's kind of nice too. It doesn't have an external giant power brick that a lot of these kind of things do. But this was the part where I was like, I gotta make a video because this is the first time I've seen this. In this little accessory kit, if I can get it open, I was like, there's no 19-inch ear, but there's 2 small ears, and these go like this and this. And the one annoyance is with this particular setup, these holes don't line up absolutely perfect, so it's kind of annoying to get the little tiny screws that they include in. But it'd be nice if they included a larger squared off one, but this is not heavy, so this is going to hold it just fine. But these hole patterns also fit the other like universal rack mounting ears too. One interesting thing is if I move this guy over here and we zoom out a little bit so that you can actually see, and I turn up the ISO a bit so you can also see, hello there. So it does have a bit of a gap here, so I don't know which 10-inch standard they're going for, but they could definitely make these not quite so wide. And you can see it's also a tiny bit shorter, which is actually good in a lot of cases because then you have more room for the space above and below it. And yeah, so that's it for this video. As I was going to edit this video, I noticed that Serve the Home actually reviewed the Switch back in 2024. So this is not a new Switch. It's just I hadn't seen it up to this point. But I did look in their review, and back at that time, it did not come with rack mount ears. So I think the biggest difference is Yuanlei, or however you pronounce that, they just included mini rack ears, which is awesome. Like that can't be more than like 5 or 10 cents of hardware. So if more of these manufacturers can do that, we can use these switches natively in 10-inch racks, which is awesome. Hopefully more manufacturers can do that, because the ones I've asked are all like, oh, well, that's not a market that we're in right now. And it's like, well, you could be. You could definitely be in it. So anyway, yeah, I also forgot to mention it also has mounting holes on the bottom if you want to mount it to a wall or under a desk or something like that. Anyway, yeah, there you go. Level 2 Jeff.